This week, ChatGPT Ads switch on in 31 more countries. Businesses have been feeding this thing real money for 6 months. So now we finally have receipts instead of predictions. And every one of them points at the same problem. It is not the price.
My concern as an advertiser is if only free users get these ads, we're stuck advertising to users who, for one reason or another, already use an AI tool but won't pay for it.
134 people agreed with that. 22 argued underneath. Nobody settled it. Because the best argument against it is one line. By that logic, you shouldn't advertise on YouTube either. YouTube is about 4.5% paid. ChatGPT is about 6, same shape. So the objection, the way everyone says it, is wrong. It's wrong for the reason everyone gives, and right for one nobody gave. So here's what I did. I went and read every public receipt I could find from people who actually spent money on this in 2 different languages. And by the end of this, you'll have 3 questions to ask before you spend anything. The first one decides it on its own. Quick orientation first. That is a real ad sitting inside a real answer. This is the ads manager behind it, and that setting right there is the one almost everybody gets wrong. Hold that thought. The case for going in early is a real one, and I want to give it to you at full strength. A click here costs more than a click almost anywhere else. And that sounds like a reason to stay away, but for a lot of businesses, it's the opposite. Because if one customer is worth 10 grand to you, you can pay a lot for a click and still win. High price per click, high value per customer. The maths works. That's the standard advice right now. And it comes from people who genuinely know what they are talking about. I think it's pointing a lot of businesses straight into a wall. And I'll show you why with their own numbers. Put the whole check on one page. The 3 questions in order with the number behind each one. It's free in the community. Links below. Okay, receipts. 4 businesses, 4 real budgets, and I read every single one of them. One agency put $1,000 through it on camera and came out at about $10.50 a click with no reporting he could use. Another advertiser spent $400, got 87 clicks, 0 sales, and his bot traffic spiked over the same 2 days. A realtor spent $500, 70 clicks, nothing. A traffic specialist in Brazil put about $80 through it, 33 clicks. Not one of them stayed on the page for a full second. He normally runs 80 to 85%, so that's not a bad day. A Google Ads agency, a B2B software company, a marketing agency running it for clients, a realtor selling houses. Every single one of those is a high value sale. Every single one of them is exactly who the standard advice says should be winning here. And I found one person reporting that it worked. One. He was doing lead generation for a local business, small budget, and he built a softer landing page than the one he uses for Google. And if you're not subscribed, you may never see me again. And I've got a lot of good stuff coming. Here is the variable. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Ads only show to people on the free plan or on Go. If somebody pays for Plus or Pro or Business, they will never see your ad, ever. And everyone reads that as a money filter. You're advertising to people who wouldn't spend $20. So how good can they be? So it isn't a money filter. Watch what it actually filters. But we already did that maths in the first minute and it fell apart. About 6% of people here pay. On YouTube, it's under 5. Same shape. Think about who you know that pays $20 a month for this. Developers, marketers, consultants, agency owners, people who expense it without thinking because it's a work tool and the company covers it. That's not a wealth bracket. That's a job description. The ad-free tier isn't a money filter. It's a LinkedIn filter, and it happens to be the exact same list as the people you're trying to reach with a high-value business offer. So if you sell to businesses, the ad-free plan quietly removed your buyer from the room. and the price you're paying is the price of reaching a room they left.
High ticket or B2B offers, where a single conversion justifies the cost, the maths works. For volume driven campaigns, definitely not the move yet.
Now that is reasonable. I'd have written it myself. It just doesn't survive a plan that removes your buyer from the room. And I want to be fair here, because the same advice would be right on Google, right on Meta, right on anything where paying customers still see ads. This platform is the exception, and it's new, so nobody's had time to notice. 2 quick things that'll save you money, and then the honest part. First, if you've heard you need $200,000 to advertise here, that was true in February. It's now nothing. There's no minimum at all. The floor came off in May. And the $25 you keep seeing, that's a CPM, not a budget. Second, and this one is free money. Everyone optimizes for clicks because clicks is the button that was already selected. Brazilian advertiser put it bluntly. He said he's getting good conversions at a good cost, but he didn't start with clicks because clicks don't work here. Someone in the States found the same thing from the other direction and got cheaper clicks by not asking for clicks. And the company shipped conversion optimization on August 18th and told everyone to use it. Now, here's where I have to argue against myself a bit. Some of those zeros I showed you might not be zeros. 2 advertisers independently found their conversions showing up more than 36 hours after the lead actually landed. Both of them reinstalled their entire tracking setup before working out. The platform was just slow. So if you test this and day 1 looks dead, that might just be the reporting catching up. One more, because I keep seeing this argued badly in both directions. Advertisers never see your chats. That's in the docs, it's plain, and the people saying otherwise are wrong. But the ad system does read the room you're in, because that's how it picks what to show you. Both of those are true at once, and almost nobody says the second one out loud. And there's a button on every ad that hands the whole thing to the assistant and asks it what it thinks. Pay for the click, and then the platform hands your customer a button that asks an impartial machine whether your product is any good. Google never did that. Google would never. I genuinely do not know how that plays out yet. It might be the best thing about the platform. So let me put something on the record, and you can hold me to it. 31 more markets switch on this week, and self-serve isn't open there yet. So agencies go first, and everyone else waits. My guess is that within a month, we see the same split I just showed you in a new language. Consumer and local campaigns working. Business-to-business campaigns quietly not. If I'm wrong, I'll make that video too, and it'll be a more interesting one. So back to the person we started with, the one worried about advertising to people who will not pay. He was right to worry, and wrong about why. It was never about what they would spend. It's about who left the room. So before you spend a single dollar, ask the one question that decides it. Does the person who buys from you already pay for it? If they do, you're bidding to reach a room they've already left. If they don't, this might be the cheapest attention you buy all year. The checklist is on one page, link is below. See you in the next one.